What's Green Earth got for me this time, then? Is it misery? Is it disappointment? Is it sadness? Well, okay. Again, this is what I kind of said might happen. It's alright. As long as I'm not losing units, it's fine. Oh, Drakey Poos, what have you got to offer me? Is it a gift of landing units that will make me really angry? So you can see he was sort of doing what I was saying there, but not quite. Okay, that's not a problem. Much. I would like that artillery to not be there. Okay, no, you know what? This should still work out, because if I... Okay, let's get the APC out of the way, because I don't need it to be there getting shot all the time. See, obviously my plan was to put this here, and then just wall up the whole thing with this single medium tank. But now that artillery's there, and not, you know, way back here or some shit, I'm going to have to put the medium tank here instead to protect it, because it'll get shelled down, and I can't afford that. It still prevents any units advancing. We just have to hope that this doesn't get too iffy for me. You can use air units to help you out with that. Hopefully that's all it'll come to. So, let's get rid of this battlecopter, because that's easy. Bang. Explosions being made. And we can take that recon down a little peg or two, and then bring this battlecopter over to here. Now, I'm going to use one of my remaining missiles to hit that artillery, but not the recon, because I don't want the recon to retreat and open up the space, because the recon's fairly, you know, inconsequential. I'd quite like to hit the artillery, though, because it might retreat. That's the aim. I know it seems like a waste of a missile to do it for one unit, but there isn't a lot else that's worth hitting with it. So we'll capture that also. And I think we need to hit Drake with that other missile. It's also... Oh, we're down to 2. Alright, well, launching now. Hang on, it's still worth doing, right? Down to 4. He'll come down to... I'd have to use them both on the spot to slow that down by even a single turn. That one I can't stop. Honestly, it might be worth just hanging on to them. Thinking about it, that much is certain. Let's get some ports. Oh my goodness me. And start exporting goods from our ports. Absolutely. Wait, this is the wrong game for that. Okay, so just weaken that. Box it in as well. Use the infantry for that same task. We want to try and prevent Drake having room to land too much stuff. And now, I'm actually going to get a fighter, because this will help a lot against Eagle, because he will spam the shit out of these. You can guarantee it, my god. You do not want to. Alright, I think that's probably going to do it. We don't need to move the infantry. They're more or less in the right places already. So what you gonna do this time, Mr. Blue? What you got? What you got? You got nothing! That's right, stay back, you cowardly pile of dog turd! Alright, it seems to be needlessly aggressive. So yes, he's got 3 of them now. So I'm well prepared for that. Drake is the first target. In my plan, at least, because he's close to you and he's relatively easy to marginalise. And his strength obviously being naval units, and naval units being the most expensive units in the game for reasons. Okay, so now we have to think carefully about how to use these final 2 missiles, to tell you the truth, because I want this to bugger off and go to hell and die. Preferably burn to death in a fire. That would be best. So here's what we do then. We use the battlecopter to finish this. Then we can use the anti-air to get a nice hit on that and present a threat to these battlecopters, make them run away and piss themselves in fear, maybe. You can't be sure that that's not what they're going to do. Don't tell me that otherwise, viewers. I don't accept it. Right, I'm going to attempt to use this battlecopter both to harass Drake, probably next turn, but also, I'm just going to sit here for the moment. Because you can also use air units to block ground units indefinitely, so long as something like this doesn't come along and piss on your barbecue. You don't want that. So let's missile Drake now, because that's a lot of units I can hit in one go. I'm not preventing him capturing anymore, but meh. Now it's just raw fucking damage, isn't it? Yes, it is, you love it, you know that you do. Let's do it some more. Ha! Makes his landers easier prey as well, and if you can catch one of them while it's got valuable stuff in it and kill it, that's awesome. So now I'm going to join these just to protect my infantry investment and not have to sit around repairing them. Likewise there. Okay, APC's going to sit there because I will want to repair that. Hopefully this is going to back off now, but I can't guarantee it, really. And I've got no missiles left, so it's going to be interesting how I decide to deal with that, I suppose. Fighters now in position to deter these battlecopters, so they shouldn't be too much of a threat anymore. We've got 20k, and ideally I'd want to start getting bombers, because that's where the real power is. For now, though, I will settle for another battlecopter, and then just leave it at that. Because again, you don't really need anything else. You don't need many land units. The bases are mainly for financial contribution. So next on the agenda, it's Battlecopter City, because they're coming for you, and they want to kill you, and they want to make your life a fucking misery. They're not gonna succeed. I gotta fight her now. Fight her right now. Fighters are powerful weapons, you know. Enemy air units, well, they got nowhere to go. Okay, yeah, Drake does what Drake does best in this map, and piss me off something chronic. Jess is the one to watch, though. Okay, the anti-air is in position now. Good. Actually, that works. That works out nicely. With that artillery gone, I can just leave my medium tank here and not give even the slightest inkling of a fuck. I'm not going to attack the recon. I just want to sit there and wait. And that'll work just fine. So we can start using our new battlecoptery. That might be a new one for me. Hit that. Weaken it. We can use the fighter. To here, let's go for this one. Now, unfortunately, okay, we're going to use this no, that's silly. Let's not do that. It's a silly place. Do that, because then we can use an infantry to just do that, and then the way is clear for my anti-air. Good. Okay, so Eagle's relatively been shut down a lot earlier than my practice runs have ever had it go. If I'm brutally honest with you, this battlecopter doesn't need to be here anymore. It can start going to harass Drake, which is perfect from my perspective. So, I'm going to put it there to block up his base and shoot his artillery. Not going to kill it because Sonya, but there you go. That tank could still be a threat, but if I contain it, there's only so much it's going to be able to do at 5 health, and, you know, infantry for meat shielding purposes. We learned this in Risky Vale. It works amazingly well. You'll also notice I have a shit ton of money to work with at the moment, so I could get a bomber or I could get a battleship, because yes, you can use those too. You do need to sort of start attacking Jess at some point, and battleships do make that easier because you can sort of slot them down here. But for the moment, we want to start getting aggressive against Drake, take him out as quickly as possible. So bombers it is. We're also going to get a transport copter for the inevitable assault, because we need to take the HQ. That's obviously the way we're going to always want to do this. Now that we can again. Fuck you, Risky Vale, seriously. Day 11. So, by my estimations of where the S-rank score lies for speed, 35 odd days is around it, so we're about a third of the way in. It's going pretty well so far, despite that slight mishap at the beginning with the artillery disobeying orders. Right, I think I've banished dodgy frame rate mode for all eternity to the very depths of hell. Here's hoping. Anyway, Drake has now made some more inroads into our territory which we cannot abide. There's a recon here and also an infantry, both of which need to be destroyed with extreme prejudice. So let's do that. And then, so we've got this bomber now and I want to use it. The best way to use it would probably be hit the recon, to tell you the truth, so let's do that. Aha! But Sonya being Sonya, can't get that little bit extra damage to finish it off in one shot. This is part of what makes Sonya so difficult to use in the war room, is that that little bit less damage than you should be doing all the time really does screw you eternally over. But we will be fine, I assure you. We're going to kill these fools. I'm actually going to let this sit here and repair a little longer before I destroy it. This is all sewn up, don't need to worry about that. So my battlecopters are free to attack Drake now, really. And I intend to make full use of this to further my ends. So we're going to take him down with the old anti-air, and then keep the fighter busy with dealing with the battlecopters. In fact, I might even be able to take it out. Ah, booyah! Go fuck yourself. Go and die in a fire. That would be great. That would make me smile from ear to ear. Where? Ear. Oh boy, that was a very poor attempt at comedy now, wasn't it? It is okay, cause I don't need approval from you. Actually, I kinda do. Love me! So, yeah, don't need to move this. It's blocking up that base nicely, and as I said, I'm leaving this. He doesn't need to move. APC is fine. I think we're done for the turn. Let us see what our enemies can do. Apparently, Eagle is gonna do this. So, Lightning Drive sucks balls. In Advanced Wars 2, anyway, all Lightning Drive did was increase the defense of your air units. I mean, there's arguments for using it, but Lightning Strike is so much infinitely better, I just don't see why you would ever bother. But I don't know, I'm not some kind of master. Maybe you are. Oh good, more landing troops that I don't want to deal with. Well, that's just fine. All I want to do is punch you. I want to punch you in the face hole. I've never really established what a face hole truly is. I mean, you can use your own imaginations, I expect.